Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Agent's Edge. My name is Ryan Polimeni. In today's episode, what we're going to talk about is how to hire and recruit high-level producers. Now, this is an interesting topic to me because in our agency, I'll give you an example here. In our agency, in our firm, we will not bring on a producer that is less than $1 million plus producer. So in your firm and in the way that you do things, and you want to recruit and you want to build a big agency, and we all know that everybody wants to have that freedom, but what are your standards in your agency? Is it anybody with a pulse, or do you have a limitation to what you will accept and what you will not accept? And this is so important, as we've talked about in the past episodes about building your business plan and having structure and all that kind of stuff. But the question I have to you, and I really want you to think about this, because when I was selling mortgage protection, life insurance, and I was really building my agency, I was always trying to hit a home run with a really, really big producer, right? Everybody wants them. They want this $30,000 plus a month life insurance producer, right? That the guy that does, or woman that does millions of dollars a year in annuities. Like, we all want those producers. But my question to you, and I want you to really think about this, why would someone who's doing $2 to $5 million a year join your organization? Seriously, think about that for a second. We all want big producers, but what are you going to do to attract somebody like that? Why would you be attractive to a multi-million-dollar producer? It was something I had to ask myself when I started Top Rank Advisors, my FMO, in 2017. What is it going to take for us to be attractive enough to the market to be able to go out there and have a shot at hiring and recruiting high-level annuity and life producers? And then I had to take another step forward where we are today, and now we're hiring financial advisors, a securities licensed financial advisor in our firm. So the question I have to ask myself is, why would, right, this is next level stuff, but why would a financial advisor at Fidelity, JP Morgan, all the big, Merrill Lynch, why would somebody leave that firm and come to mine? So these are really good conversations that need to be had, but I want you to think about this for a second and what makes you attractive to the market. So let's break this down a little bit, because I think that everybody wants to know the answer to this, and I think that it's an ongoing journey. But here's step one. If you want to attract high-level producers, you first need to be a high-level producer. Because, everybody wants to learn how to write $5 to $10 million a year in annuity volume. But if I'm not doing it, how the heck can I teach someone how to do it? Because if I try to tell someone how to do it and I'm not doing it, I'm a hypocrite, right? So if you're out there trying to tell people to write $20,000 a month in life insurance premium, and you're doing 5, you're a hypocrite. And they're going to see right through you, and you will have no shot in hiring or recruiting a high-level producer. Maybe you get lucky. There are some gems out there that will just automatically be a good producer, and you got lucky. It was because maybe you had the activity, right? And I think that's luck plays a fair role in this too. Let's be honest. Luck plays a fair role where if you're doing enough activity, recruiting enough people, you're going to find a few good ones in there. But you're not going to get someone who's already doing $10 million a year and you're doing $1 million in annuity volume, thinking they're going to come and join your agency. That's not going to happen. So why would they? Step one is you have to become a high-level producer. So I said, okay, if I'm going to go out there and I'm going to recruit people who are, where we set the bar at minimally $1 million, and I probably wouldn't even bring an advisor on that's just doing $1 million. They need to be more about $1.5 million to $2 million really to get our attention. So if I'm going to set the bar there, I have to be, number one, doing that kind of production. Okay, got it. Got to $2 million, got to $3 million, started being attractive to the market, and I had a lot of people who were $500,000 to $1 million producers that were seeing what I was doing and wanted to join Top Rank. When I started Top Rank Advisors in 2017, we literally went 0 in production, 0 to 18 to 20 million in less than a year and a half. I think we hit 20 million right at the year and a half mark in production. zero production to 20 million in 18 months. Oh, and by the way, that was with 6 producers. Why? Because I learned how to become a high-level producer, and then I was able to take people who are already kind of on their way, kind of on the journey to becoming high-level producers, and teach them how to become multi-million-dollar producers. We took that model and we ran with it. We went to $20 million in production. So we also had a scalable marketing model. Now, okay, let's say you do become a good producer. Let's say you're doing $2 million and you can go attract $1 million producer. Great. You want to try to find a few of them. But how do you keep somebody? What else makes you, so maybe that just the fact that you're a $2 million producer isn't going to be very attractive to someone who's a $5 million producer, okay? That sucks, so we got to get a little bit higher. However, but what if you had a really good scalable marketing platform? So the next thing I had to think about was, okay, if I'm going to start this FMO and I'm going to set the bar at $1 million producer, what marketing models do I bring to the table to attract a producer like that? So number one, we had to have seminars. So we brought in a seminar model where we're doing Social Security events, we're doing estate planning events, we're doing tax planning events. That's a scalable model, because as long as you can partner with a marketing firm that can offer seminars, anybody can do it. You're just paying for seminars. But now you have to be able to teach those producers how to do those seminars. So I started doing Social Security events, and I was writing a couple $1 million a year off Social Security events. So the producers that I was bringing in, I had to in turn teach them how to become a good speaker, how to make a presentation, how to understand Social Security, and then how to sell off of that model. That's a scalable model. That allowed us to grow rapidly. But then we had to have more. So then we got into the federal space, and that became an even more of a scalable model. And then from there, we went on and on and on and on. So now, today, my conversations are with producers that are $5 to $15 million producers. We're making deals now with groups that are $30 million that we're in the process. I mean, so think about that. Think about being so attractive to the market that a group of a few people who are doing 30 million will come to you and say, Ryan, we're doing 30 million, but we want to scale to 75 to 100 million. We're stuck. Bring us in. Let us use your marketing platforms, and let's scale this thing together. Teach my guy. See, that's a scalable model. That's a business model that allows you to grow to a high level. But if you're not there, you're not going to have those kind of opportunities. So first, I need you to get there. Okay, I need you to become an absolute animal in this industry. I need you to become a high-level life insurance producer. That means investing in you, investing in leads, investing in marketing, investing in branding. Okay, then the next thing you got to do is work your ass off to learn a good sales model. See, it took me a long time to develop my model. Where are we? In May? So in May, first week of May, we already done $3 million in sales in 1 week. That's a product of our system. That's my internal. That's me and Brian, my business partner. We have another $1 million that we're going to close this. So, this is a $4 to $5 million month. But that's a product of the system, because 5-6 years ago, we weren't closing that kind of volume because our marketing wasn't scalable enough. Our sales model wasn't as polished as it is now, and we weren't talking about the things we're talking about today, and that's progression, right? So you've heard me talk a lot, if you watch my other videos, about being a progressive agent, going from just a life insurance person to being good at annuities and being a holistic advisor, and then adding in AUM. Look, out of the 3 million, 2.6 was AUM. The other four, actually, no, I don't know. It was like 2.5 was AUM, $500,000 was annuity, and there was like 4,000 or 5,000 in life premium that week. So it's a great week, but the point is that happened because of our marketing and our sales model. So those are the kind of things you're going to have to develop. And if you can develop those things, it's very attractive to the market. And you will be able to go out and use those numbers to be able to recruit people who are $1 million plus that are looking to do $5 million in a month or even $5 million in a year. But it starts with you. Okay, so if you want to go out there, you want to become attractive to the market, You have to become first attractive. And the thing too is become a product of the promotion. I learned that very early. And so what that means is if you are promoting your company, you have to be so excited about your opportunity that that excitement is contagious. And you have to be a product of the promotion. So if you're promoting something and you're promoting the ability for a producer to be $1 million producer in your system, you have to be a product of it. It drives me insane when I see producers or I see these FMOs that are trying to recruit people that have never sold anything in their life. Their recruiter has never, ever, ever written a policy. I'm like, okay, your sales development team has never stepped foot in the field. So you're going to teach me how to case design on something you've never done before. That doesn't make any sense. That's why when we started Top Rank, Bryant and I, we were the ones case designing everything for people. Now, again, we're not doing it like that anymore because we have people who can do it for us now that we've taught how to do it, right? But we had to do it. And that's why we were able to grow as fast as we did. So when you're looking for opportunities to grow your firm, make sure that the people you're working with understand how to actually case design, understand what it takes to be a high-level producer, because they will make you better. See, our job when I first started Top Rank was to become attractive to the market, be a product of the promotion, and be able to make people better. That's a formula for success. You have to have that same formula. So if you're just getting started and you're still learning how to write life insurance and you're trying to attract high-level producers and it's not working, that's why. Just plain and simple, that's why. And don't get discouraged. You just have to get better. And be excited about getting better. Because my goal, even where I am today, is to get 1% better every single day. Because if you get 1% better every day, by the end of the year, you're 365% better than you were the year before. I look back at the cases that I designed 5 years ago, and I'm like, whoa, I got to go back and redo some stuff. Man, how much life has changed since then. Wow, imagine if I was talking about AUM 5 years ago, how far along our book would be, right? Progression, it changes. So I wanted to spend some time today because, again, as I coach people all over the country and I work with FMOs and IMOs and, I'm doing more and more work with them more than ever, their question is, how do we attract these high-level producers? And this is the conversations that we have. So I want to have this conversation with you because if you're feeling discouraged or you're ready to start recruiting high level, just kind of know what you have to do, know what position you have to be in order to achieve that. So again, I want to thank you all for watching this. I hope my content is helpful for you. I get a lot of calls on a weekly basis from a lot of you that are watching, and we get emails saying this has been helpful. So I really appreciate that. It allows me to keep going. It keeps me going. So you guys keep me going. I want to say thank you very much for all your support, always watching my videos. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hey, if someone that you know needs to hear this, maybe you got a team that you're building, your downline needs to hear this, hit that share button and send it to them. Let me know how we can help. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next episode.